Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State has been accused of plot to monopolize cattle rearing business in the Middle Belt. The Middle Belt Conserve Guard, which made this known at a press conference on Tuesday in Abuja, also warned the governor not to set the region on fire with its inflammatory rhetorics against the National Water Resources Bill. Speaking on behalf of the group, National President Prince Enero said, Mr. Ortom, ancestry and connection to Fulani grandfather made cattle rearing a part of him. According to Enero, the governor perceived the Fulani as a threat to his seemingly booming cattle business, which he hopes to expand further when he leaves office in 2023. The bill, initiated in 2019, among other things, seeks to establish a regulatory framework for the water resource sector, provide for the equitable and sustainable development management, use and conserve Nigeria's surface water, groundwater resources and related matters.
Governor Ortom has the first option of resorting to engagement in and with the National Assembly. As a citizen, he is welcome to submit and present a memorandum to the National Assembly to canvass his case for or against the legislation in question. He can even go to the extent of publishing whatever he submits to the National Assembly so that the world can take note of his position on the matter. But ventilating in the media is not going to be considered a formal input by the lawmakers that are currently considering the National Assembly Water Resources Bill. The attempt at the setting up the people to resort to violence is much unfortunate coming from a governor. We are also aware that the Benue State has 14 representatives in the National Assembly, 3 in the Senate and 11 in the House of Representatives. If he comes down from the high horse and coordinates this representative to lobby their colleagues in the National Assembly, Benue State alone can singularly shut down the National Assembly Water Resources Bill. But because Ortom scarcely has any track record of cordial relations with anyone, he is not able to wield such influence, hence the resort to inflammatory rhetoric without a thought for how this affects long-term peace and stability of the Middle Belt, including Benue State. Doubtful that Governor Samuel Ortom will avail himself of these legitimate channels of dissension because he is resolved on setting everyone up against peace in the Middle Belt. Group that he is sponsoring are coming out to echo his prelude to violence, which makes it necessary to us to tell him to stop sponsoring Mushrooms Group to attack the federal government as led by President Muhammadu Buhari.
However, the group said the governor criticism without reaching out to the National Assembly is a strategic way of priming Benue people to embrace violence if the legislation is eventually passed.